talk to you on that issue. For our next story, we move over to West Asia, where the Israeli army has issued an evacuation order ahead of a planned strike on a high-rise building in southwest Gaza City. This comes a day after destroying a tower it claimed was being used by Hamas. The evacuation warning given by the Israeli army, spokesperson Aravi RDA, targeted residents of Al-Roya Tower and nearby areas, including tents. The army has stated that it would soon strike the structure due to the presence of Hamas terrorist infrastructure, either inside or nearby. Reportedly, for safety reasons, residents were instructed to evacuate immediately, heading southward to a designated humanitarian zone in Al-Mawasi, Khan Yunis. At the same time, Palestinians in Gaza mourn the loss of those killed in an airstrike in the western area of Martyrs Square in Al-Shati refugee camp, located west of Gaza City. The mourning follows ongoing military actions as the Israeli army continues its offensive to capture Gaza City's largest urban centre, with the military advising residents to seek refuge in the southern, quote, humanitarian zone. Let's take a listen in to what some of the Palestinian residents had to say.
احنا في الشارع يعني ما تمكناش حتى نخلق اشيائنا وادواتنا المنزليه او اشيائنا اللي بالاستعمال الشخصي، لم نتمكن من اخلاء اي شيء من مكان ما كنا موجودين. وصلنا في الشارع وفي العراء بلا ادنى مقومات حتى ادوات
اهالينا، وزادت على الابراج والعمارات العاليه اليوم بشكل ملحوظ كبير جدا. يعني فيش من نص ساعة استهدفوا برج مشتهر مقابل مجمع أنصار ومن الأبراج العالية، وحوالينا كذا أبراج عالية مهددين برضو اليوم بالقصف وبالهذا. بالاستهدافات الآن تتم على الأبراج العالية وعلى أماكن
بدون تحذير طبعا، بدون تحذير، تم استهدافهم بدون أي تحذير ولا اتصال ولا شيء. تم اللي هو مباغتتهم في الشقة بطيران انتحاري.
We are now joined by Ali Mohammed Abushbak. He is an independent Palestinian researcher and he joins us live from Cairo in Egypt. Ali, as always, pleasure to talk to you on this issue. The most significant news coming out of today, the mass evacuation order that has been issued to the people of Gaza City, with the Israeli army urging the population to move south to what it calls a humanitarian city. What are your thoughts on this? Is that title correct?
Thank you, Thomas, for having me. The thing is, since yesterday, Israel adopted a new strategy and followed it to targeting a high-rise tower in Gaza City. And this strategy, it used it during the 2021 war, that fought 11 days of war. That's called 11 days war. The thing is, that's kind of strategy. It's exacerbated the situation and escalated the violence and escalated the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Today, we are surprised by the Israeli decision to force evacuation for the civilians in Gaza City toward Mawasi Khan Yunis. And if you remember, Thomas, Mawasi Khan Yunis is one of the dangerous areas. Continuously, Israel bombed and targeting the tent of the civilians and the shelterless civilians at that area. And we have reported in your platform several times that Israel targeting the tent of the civilians. So I don't know the claim of the Israelis that Mawasi Khan Yunis as a humanitarian zone and should be the civilians from Gaza City departure to that area or to move to that area. This claim it's totally as a lie and as one of the Israeli propaganda to evacuate the civilians to other danger areas. As you know, Thomas, there is no safe place in Gaza. Israel targeting from north to south, from also east to west area. Yesterday, it was one of the heaviest night for the civilians. Israel targeting a Sheikh Ridwan neighborhood, a Shati neighborhood. Also that from Al-Zaytun, as well as the downtown from Gaza City, like we have seen that Mushtaha Tower that Israel targeted yesterday, and today now a Susi Tower, Israel completely Israeli airstrike completely destroy that tower. So the situation now, the civilians have no shelter, as well as it's worth mentioning that, Thomas, there is no fuel for the civilians to move from north to south. So they have to take it on their feet and on their foot. So that's creating the situation more miserable.
Yes.
And you can't imagine how the humanitarian situation on the ground. It's terrible and behind the imagination. Yeah, Thomas.
Yes, Ali, do stay with us. We have further updates from the crisis. Israel's ministry